Welcome to Absence Management Self-Service Training for Faculty. This video will assist you with reporting absences using the self-service tool through the Employee Center on the MySAC portal. It is designed to follow along with the Absence Management Self-Service Guidelines for Faculty. The Guidelines, Frequently Asked Questions document, and this video can be found on the Human Resources Payroll website under the Absence Management link. Let's begin by logging into the MySAC portal using your SAClink username and password. Once logged in, navigate to the middle of the page to the Employee Center. In the Employee Center, choose the link Report and View Absences. First, let me tell you a little about the page before we begin to enter any data. At the top of the page is the header detailing personal data such as your name, job code, and department information. The From and Through Date selectors default to current open pay period. You can change these dates to review any prior period submissions by selecting the calendar icon next to the date fields. The second half of the page consists of two areas, one called the Existing Absence Events. This area would contain any absence types that you may have already submitted for the open pay period. The next section, called Enter New Absence Events, is where to begin keying absences as they occur for the month. Note, the default option for absences is No Leave Taken. Review the pay period dates to ensure that you are entering time for the current pay period. In this example, if you have not had any absences to report for the period of January 1st, 2017 through January 31st, 2017, click the Submit button. You should receive a message stating that it was successful. Click OK and you'll be taken back to the Enter pages. The entry now appears in the Existing Absence Events and is now ready for review by your department chair or dean. In this next example, I will show you how to report an absence such as sick time for the pay period. If you're a temporary faculty lecturer, you may have less than a full-time appointment and will need to determine your daily FTE hours to report. Please see the Absence Management Self-Service Guidelines for Faculty on page 7 and in Appendix 1 for assistance in converting your units to hours per day. In the Report and View Absences page, as described previously in this video, select an absence type from the drop-down menu under the absence name. The type of absences available for you to pick from will depend on your classification and bargaining unit. Once picking an absence type, enter in the begin date of the absence. You may type in the date or click on a calendar icon and choose the date. Your absences cannot start or end on a campus holiday. The end date automatically changes to match the begin date. If the absence occurred over more than one day, change the end date. The balance field shows the amount of leave available to you for the absence type that you have selected. The system will not allow you to enter an absence that exceeds your available balance. If the time between the begin date and the end date includes weekends or campus holidays, the system will omit those days from the calculations. If you are done reporting all your absences for the pay period, click on the Calculate Duration button. Notice it populates the absence duration of 8 hours. If you're a temporary or part-time faculty, select the partial hours from the Partial Days drop-down. A field will open up. The Hours per Day column will automatically appear and you can enter in the number of hours equivalent to your daily rate. Once finished, be sure to recalculate the duration to ensure that it is calculating the correct amount of hours to report for the absence. Hit the Submit button and you should receive an Absence was submitted successful message. It will take you back to the reporting page, and now notice that the sick absence has been moved to the Existing Absence Events. It is now ready for your dean or department chair to approve the time. Some absences require a comment to be added, such as sick family care. When this is required, the Add Comments link will appear in red. Click on the Add Comments link to add a comment for the absence. When you click on the link, text will indicate what information you are required to provide. Enter a comment for the absence and click on the Save Comments button. Only one absence type can be submitted per row. To report additional absences or types, click on the plus sign at the end of the row. To remove an absence, click the negative sign at the end of the row. Remember to click the Calculate Duration button and the columns will show the duration of each absence. To submit your time, click the Submit button. Once submitted, you will receive a confirmation message that it was submitted successfully. Once the time has been submitted, notice the absences have now moved up into the existing absence events. The absence status is also updated to show that they have been submitted and is now ready for your dean or department chair to review the time. You may delete absences that have been submitted by clicking on the trash icon next to the row of data you wish to remove. Note, only the time that has been in a submitted status or in a needs correction status can be deleted during an open current pay period. This concludes the video for entering into the Absence Management Self-Service tool. If you require more detailed information or additional assistance, please refer to the Absence Management Self-Service Guidelines and Frequently Asked Questions document on the Human Resources Payroll website, or your departmental timekeeper. Thank you.